Hello and welcome back to our Timberborn Folktail Cliffside playthrough. And welcome to my channel, Meandrous Plays. I'm Meandrous. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Also, if you're new here, you might want to check out the beginning of the series for a little more context of how we ended up here. Without further ado, let's get started. So we did start on our quote-unquote power spine over here last time. We're going to keep working on that for sure. Let's bring that up to 3 times speed. Somebody said they wanted to see instead of the pylon, a zipline beam over here. So we're going to try that. There's no real reason to replace it at this point besides aesthetics, and somebody wanted to see it. So it didn't look like it would go up quite so high. And that should actually work perfectly fine as well. We just need to rebuild it. I'm going to put that at high priority so that they can get back down here. Are they different costs? They're the exact same cost. But, yeah, that looks pretty nice aesthetically too. No problem. And it goes up less, so it might be faster even. Keep up with our demolition here. And we're just kind of waiting for that to finish. Because to put the gravity batteries up here, we're going to need to get rid of this last suspension bridge. So we're going to let them finish building up this power spine for that. On the bottom here, I am going to put large windmills. Okay, so we need a little bit more room over here. That's fine. I think when I counted, I didn't count for the gravity battery area there. We can save a lot of space here if we just put a little leg there made that happen. We'll put a ladder up here instead, and then we don't need this set of stairs. We can just go like that. The stairs can be deleted, and so can all that pathing right there. Let's see. Okay, so over here, we're going to kind of do something the same because we need at least one more here. So let's try to replace some of this stuff with stairs right here. Let's see how that works. Add some good old-fashioned dynamite. Cause yeah, we're actually gonna need this whole section here, so we'll start there. Get it to that level, and that's double. So I'll put a double here to remember that. We're just getting everything the same level for when we start demolishing, really. Okay, we can start putting in more terrain blocks here, actually. Oh, there we go. That's as high as it'll let us get with the dirt, and we'll just follow the platform pattern we had over here. Okay, that is complete, so we can delete this. First gravity battery goes right there. And it'll connect to this power spine from below. Okay, it's still too far. So that's not a huge deal. We just need a 1x1 suspension bridge. Actually, really. Hmm. Yeah. I think the easiest way to build this part is actually going to be to do that, and then they can just walk on there. They just need to build all of this first. Then we can demolish this whole thing, and they can do one at a time there. Oh, you don't have a way to reach that. Interesting. Um, well, actually, this power spine is kind of not being used right now. So we could just do, actually, two is enough. Do one of those. Okay, we'll just let that keep going. Let's just check up on other things. How is our water situation? It's fine. We do want to blow up more of this. We don't need that there anymore. However, how to properly go down that? Well, we're gonna want, let me think. The easiest way just to fix that little section, I really think, is going to be to build a metal platform here. This way. With a set of stairs that way. But then they need to get up here. There. Ah, screw it. Ladder. Just like that. And then they'll be able to clear out all that area down there. With the dynamite. We are chewing through our logs. Get it? Chewing beavers. Oh, man. I should not have laughed at that. So be it. Power. We're going to need some power shafts. This is ready to blow up. Now we can switch over to triple dynamite again. Do it like that. That does mean that we're going to need to reposition where our stairs are. So let's make sure all the beavers are out. Okay, they are. Go ahead and carry those supplies away. Wow, we are low on logs. Very, very low on logs. So low, in fact, I think, even just for now. Man, are any of these close? And they are, but they aren't. Let's set up another forester for now. And we'll just build on this bottom area over here. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to build just a few birches to just get... No, it's not going to be worth it. Maybe some pines. Pines are a good compromise on speed versus yield. Let's just do that for now. Just to get a little bit more trees. We're probably going to only harvest these a couple times. Is that all pine? I thought I did... Oh. No, it's just pine seedling. Okay, that was left there. Gotcha. So now this should be... Oh, that is not connected. Why did I think I connected that? Power shaft. There we go. All right. It looks like we just need a double now. Could use a little more dirt. We chewed through that pretty well too. All right, excellent. We have the path now. Let's get these other gravity batteries set up. They should build this one first because I laid it down first, but just to make sure, I'll put it on a little higher priority. Part of the reason we're chewing through our log so much is all of these planks we're going through as well. Oh, this tree farm's over halfway coming online, so that will help too. No doubt. We are running low on water. We should stop pumping. We should have stopped pumping a while ago, to be perfectly honest. So if this is triple, if we put a double here, it'll be at the same level. And I guess we can just do a single there and then triples. See, the only food we're starting to run a little low on, well, chestnuts are not coming in enough, and potatoes aren't coming in enough. That is kind of interesting to me. Do we even have a potato grill still? We do. And we're not having enough potatoes. So, you guys might have guessed it, but we're going to plant more potatoes. Probably don't need a whole lot more, but some more would be good. Because our potatoes were actually going down. Loving the gravity batteries. We just got to delete the... Whoa, no. Just the path. There we go. Okay, that one first, then that one. Like I said, they should prioritize it in the way I put it down, but just to be sure nobody gets stuck back there. So these gravity batteries each hold 62,000 HPH, whereas our three over here are only 22,000. So these are almost 3 times more. Excellent. Delete some more of that path. Now we should be able to put the batteries here, no problem, but they won't be able to drop far until we get rid of this platform. Which that's okay. Oh, that's ready to explode. Sweet. Now do we have room for another large windmill? We do. Perfect. So that's how we're going to do that. And just repeat that pattern across here. We'll clear out a little more of that area so we can get more of these in. And all we need to do really is connect. I meant to bring that down. Okay. We just need to connect all of these windmills with a power shaft. Something like that. Let's reset this and let's see what we can do with this corner here. So I would like to blow up this section right here for another windmill. Oh, let me think here for a second. Well, before we worry about... No, we should worry about that now. I was going to not worry about it yet, but we should. So, it needs basically all of that section. So we really should find a different home for this zip line, which I think the new home is actually just going to be right there with a ladder. Okay, so that's built. Demolish this one. Connect that one. And then a good old metal platform coming in clutch. The metal platforms with excuse me, with the ladders really help out. I should be able to reach all of that. I should be able to build all of that. So then really we just need well, we need a stair here for one. And a stair there. And then of course here. And we could fairly easily just connect this to this whole mess, and then fairly easily connect our power spines. And I think I will do that. I think I'll do it from the bottom though. So I think I'm just going to... Let's see if I peel back the layers here. If I can put just a tunnel directly underneath that power shaft. I don't think I can. I can. But let's just delete that one piece for now. We'll make a we'll just blow it up with dynamite and then put a solid shaft down there, and then we'll build tunnels out, connecting it to here. So dynamite, and we'll do it over here too, just to give the beavers a place to build a ladder to go down there. And then we'll have all of that power connected to each other. And it will be glorious. All right, we got all these gravity batteries here. These ones are not going to do hardly... See, just 2,000? And that's just until we delete this metal platform. Still not that much. Oh, because there's stuff below it. Not for long, though. No, we don't need that one. Have these trees been harvested yet? No, they haven't. We're at 0 logs, ladies and gentlemen. We're also at 0 water here. Holy cow. At least we still got our aquatic plants. Luckily, we only have half a day left. Also, luckily, we're going to be expanding the reservoir. I don't know if that counts as lucky. That's just something we're going to be doing. And it is necessary. I don't think there's any water for them to pump, but it's going to be flowing here shortly, so I will have them pumped. Okay, I want these to be at the same level so I don't have to explode it twice. Actually, we didn't even need to blow up that one. We shouldn't have, actually. Oh, well. Oh, I didn't put a path here. That's the hold up there. Alright, so this one can be exploded, and then triple. Okay. The name of the game at this stage is just monitoring all the little projects we have going on and trying to progress them all. Really. Which isn't too bad. Just gotta keep track of all the dynamite I gotta explode. I think I'm oh, am I at the bottom of the map? I must be. Okay, so now let's zoom back out. Yep, so now we'll put ladders right here. But turn the other way. Anyway, but that way so they can go left. That's not gonna quite do it. That will though. Okay, and then we can go down. Go to our handy dandy tunnels. Go over like this. That. We have some more exploding to do up here too. If I can ever find it. There we go. That should be bottom. Good. Some more exploding over here. Yes, there was. Oh, I really hate that we couldn't reach that one spot. Yep, it's doable. Don't judge me. Sorry, I didn't mean to pause. I just wanted to see through that water. Okay. Doing pretty good. Why isn't that built yet? Oh, we're missing a path somewhere else. That path. Now that will be built, and that will be built. Well, this will go away. Now it looks like it's just a double. Let's check out how the tunnels are going. They're going well. Sweet. And we're going to delete those platforms below the tunnels. Don't need them. Looks like we just have somehow. Oh, did we go one too far? We did. We went one unnecessarily far. Oh well. That can go there. The power shaft. As soon as I click it, it's being difficult. There we go. Scroll down here. There's ladders right here, right? I thought there was ladders here. Oh, I deleted it with the tunnel. Okay. So, that's an easy enough fix. That isn't quite high enough. One more. Then that. And then we need to re-put those ladders here. Sorry I keep pausing it again. I thought I broke that habit. Old habits die hard. Let's zoom down there again. As I feared, they built this one first. So let's actually, because that's the only one they can reach. We're just going to wait on that. I want this one to be first. They should build in that order. If I did this right, which I might not have. These pines are going to come online fairly soon, so let's go ahead and put down a few lumberjack flags. You know what? Let's also put down a little bit faster of a way to get over here. So if we zip line here, then they could just go down this ladder and get down here. That'll help a lot. Let's check on that power down there. That's what I was afraid of. All right. Let him out. Build that. Then that. Then that. That. Sometimes you gotta supervise these guys pretty close. All right. So now we shouldn't need these ladders anymore. Let's go back down to the bottom. We definitely need to reuse those logs. So now we can just build from the top. So vertical power shafts and a normal power shaft. I should be able to build right from here. And then this all is connected. And we shouldn't have to worry about power at all. Let's continue project blow up this section. I'm gonna actually delete that dynamite and just make it a single to get these stuff the same level as those. This one I don't care. It's kind of on its own. Keep up with that. Then we can just do a single right here and double for the rest of that. And last but not least, those can be deleted. They can pick up the rubble. And this can be deleted. Where did it decide to drop the rubble? Right there, perfect. All right, not too shabby. Potatoes are slowly coming up. We're still going through our maple syrup as fast as we get it, but we're not really. Actually, we're not making enough maple pastries. So we need more maple trees and more chestnuts. That's going to be not fun to make happen, but we will be able to make it. So to keep these at the same level, I'm going to do that. These are at triple, these are at double, and they'll be at the same level then. Boom, boom. Got to unpause all of these. Get those beavers to work. That was fast. It looks like it's just a double, I think. We're going to go with yes. Very fast. Glad to see it. Let's see. Can this forester reach all the way over there? Can't tell with the trees in the way. We'll find out before too long. Oh, yeah. This is all connected now. Lots of power. Now, I wouldn't say infinite power, but a lot of power. So then, we're just going to rebuild another layer here. And build another layer of windmills up there. Right above where the other ones were. That's not where it was. It was right here. Okay, again, just repeating that pattern. Okay, that has a metal platform in the way. So be it. Let's go down a level to get see below those metal platforms. Boom, boom. And this one has metal platforms in the way. Really, we should build that scaffolding up near the top, and then we can keep repeating this process. This is obviously way more power than we need right now, but this is going to be my end game power solution. If that makes sense. So we are overbuilding right now, so when we really start building our industry, we have lots of power. Hopefully more than we could ever want. Ever might be a stretch. We're kind of greedy like that. We can turn this lumber mill back on. We need the planks. Okay, we're ending up with a lot of vacant jobs, which means we need some more population. Which you might have guessed it means we're just going to try to cheese it again up here. Yes, there's better ways to build the housing. Yes, it's kind of the lazy way. Sorry. I'm more focused on my projects right now than doing housing more efficiently / better / less cheesy. Now that these oaks are online, that's going to help our log situation quite a bit. These ones aren't too far behind. Oh, we didn't run out of dirt. We just ran out of time in the working day. That's fine. Potatoes are catching back up. Like to see that. Wonder if I needed more lumberjacks down here. Probably. Or probably wasn't enough. Really, if I cleared out these, I wouldn't have had to clear out another spot just for the path. We're gonna have a major baby boom building those lodges in that order like that. So it's also gonna be a major death boom, unfortunately. You know, we haven't taken the time to admire our over the river dance hall. So next time it's not working hours, we'll take a moment to admire that. So that turned out really well, I think. Okay, what's the holdup here, guys? Can you not reach these? You can. Are they all point in the right direction? They are. Oh, it's nighttime. We're off work hours. There we go. Full of dancing beavers. And I slow it down just in time to see no dancing beavers. Excellent. They do a little square dance. Alright, this is cleared out. And now I really want to work on getting scaffolding set up maybe on top of this to be able to build this stuff up. And obviously over here we can also just what would be the best way to do that? I'll think about it. But definitely some scaffolding this way. So let's do maybe a ladder right here or so. No, that's a dumb spot. Because we're going to be wanting front in this. So it's going to be right there. We'll go up a ways. And then we'll ease it back just a little bit. We don't need this to the ceiling. And if we don't go to the ceiling, then we can use the metal platforms like this. And it's just easier. That's not what I wanted. Platform, platform, platform. Sure, platform. Oh, stairs can't be built at that height. Not platform. Bridge. Way too long of a bridge. Way overkill. Much better. The only thing I don't like about this X tool is it doesn't work well on bridges. If you hold down X, you get this nice crosshair that, you know, if you tilted, it looks like an X. Makes sense. But it doesn't help you project. It doesn't project onto bridges very well. Or rather, at all, in fact. And then we're going to duplicate that with these overhangs to make it happen. Duplicate that height, that is. All right, we're chewing through these trees. I shouldn't use the same pun twice in one episode. That's bad. I have a feeling that's going to be one of my sayings, though. That we're chewing through the trees. I still don't know why that's not. They can reach it. Oh, because it's too much overhang. We actually have to build those three facing the other way. I got it now. Fortunately, we got to destroy the blueprints too. So, we can't build over here because it's relying on the overhang from this. And the direction of the terrain blocks means it has to build from that direction. The arrow means what's behind it here has to be built first before this can be built. So to have support for these middle ones, we need to build out from the left here first. Now we can set up the blueprints for all of our windmills. Up to there anyway. And that'll be completed. Nice. These are still coming online slowly but surely. I think they'll have these harvested before the new ones are coming in here. Before the first ones that they harvested come back. So that should be enough lumberjack flags, I think. It's coming together. Watch, these aren't even gonna grow up before the time I want to start building in there. So the next step in this whole mad scientist scheme is I'm gonna clear out an area over here. And that's going to be my layered industrial sector. It's going to be similar to how I'm doing these windmills. Probably won't have to be quite so high because the large windmills do need it quite high. Yeah, and they will cram a lot of these buildings in a nice tight area over here with an easily accessible zip line to them. So yeah, we just have so much overkill of power over here now. It's kind of awesome. You know, just to make sure these guys have something to chop down, I'll plant some birches. They're going to be ready. It's kind of pointless, but seemed fun. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that yawn. So let's see if we can start spending all these logs that we're making. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. And that's going to eat through all of our logs very quickly, of course. I wonder. Nope. I wonder. Yep. And then that will let us build on these ones. Didn't need that long of a bridge. But it also didn't hurt anything. Actually, I think this one is not technically needed, but we'll keep it in there just for looks. Why not? All right, so I think it's time to get rid of this subpar scaffolding that I had set up here. The only reason I'm calling it subpar is because it should have been sky high, is what it should have been, to be able to keep expanding this. It was not sky high. It wasn't even high enough for this layer. So that was kind of a problem. But we will fix it with some more proper scaffolding soon. So I'm hoping with all of these super tall gravity batteries that even if the wind stops, we'll be just fine. That's the hope. Wow. I'm just admiring how far we've come since that first episode where we just had the district center. Everything on this map we have built. It's all not where it's going to permanently be, but the map looks drastically different from when we started this. There's a lot going on here. Okay, our dirt is coming back a little bit after our escapades over here. You know, we're doing pretty good on scrap. I don't think we need 3 beavers in the mines at the moment. Oh, we're in a drought. Interesting. I didn't even really realize. So I think I'm going to build these ladders up to the roof again here. Or as high as those other ones. And then just build that that bridge like we did with the other one. That's not exactly where I wanted it, but it will work. What we're going to need to do is platforms here. And that is as high as that bridge is, so that will be just fine. We do this, and then we just need another set of platforms, unfortunately. Oh, wait. Not there. That other set, just to make the bridges connect properly. Actually, instead of doing a bridge, our favorite metal platform will come in clutch here, too. And then if we need a bridge, so be it. So now to get up here, all they have to do is get off this zip line and climb straight up there. And then we can start expanding this section too. Sorry, I didn't mean to have it paused that whole time. It's kind of a bad habit when I'm planning. I like to pause it, but we're so good on all the resources that there's no real risk of things failing unless I mess something up myself. So there's not really a good reason to pause it anymore. It's just a habit. Okay, so that's as tall as that's going to get with those overhangs in position. So we do need to get that scaffolding up higher in order to keep building. But I actually don't think we even need some of this scaffolding like this. Yeah, we did. We totally needed that. It'll just need to be up higher, though. And it's just to reach these sections. That's what that hole reaches for, really. So we might as well work on making this scaffolding taller. And we already know how it's going to be done. The cheap way. Cheesy way, maybe even, with ladders. And some platforms. Is that tall enough? Be cool if it was taller. But really, it's as tall as that, so it's fine. They should be able to... Let's see. That is equal with that. And it's just one away. So it can build there. No, we're going to need a little bit of an extension. Could I pause it again? No, but I slowed it down. Get rid of the scaffolding again. just in preparation to make it taller. We're just going to match the other height. Right there, that's that height. And then we can keep going with the platforms in front of it. Did those bridges connect? Huh. That bridge will connect it. Interesting. Why isn't that getting built? Now that I'm confused by. You guys should be able to reach all of that. From here, right? Get that done. Please and thank you. You gotta be polite to your beavers sometimes. Please and thank you go a long way. When the workday ends, I feel like I might have accidentally paused it, but I didn't. Just there's no work to be done anymore. Is it that we are missing like a road? I don't think so. Yeah, that's fine. There's a path. We're going to save these 3 dams for very last so that the water still flows out that direction, though. Oh, not a dam. Okay, that is all one level. Now we just got to wait for them to do their thing. And the limiting factor might be our number of logs, to be honest. I think I will turn off this at least one of these lumber mills, because we have 1,000 planks still. So we don't need to be producing that many more planks at this exact moment. I suppose I should be building that scaffolding. I should. Just as it's going to run into that zip line. It will? See, now this one's not lighting up, so from there, it'll hit this. So that won't work there. Neither will that. Oh, this isn't lighting up because it's full of connections. Let's get rid of that connection and then see. Nope. We do need the pylon there for this. Let's set that pylon on highest priority. And now our zip line will be out of the way of some of our scaffolding, I think. Or it better be. If it's not, we can build another pylon here and then just go dung, dung, dung. I don't know what that sound was. Apparently that's the zipline sound. Even I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. So let's start building some ladders. See if they hit the zipline. Okay, that will hit the zipline there. But that is where we need... Well, we don't need it that far back, I guess. We could move those ladders one forward. Okay, and that makes it miss the zipline. This doesn't need to go as tall, because we're just building up to the dirt right now. Although we could then build platforms and overhangs to get taller if we wanted. Do we just future-proof it and do that right away? Maybe. Maybe. Go tall or go home, right? Joke's on you. I'm already home. I'm just worried that's going to be too tall for our overhangs to work the way we've been doing them. Let's try right there. I think that's going to be an appropriate height. And we can just end it with one of those. Now watch, I shut off my plank production, and now I'm going to need planks, I bet. I only paused one, though, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then from that, we can just build it. There's a tree there. But we can actually build it right here, so that's fine. Again, it paused, and I thought I accidentally... Working hours were over, and I thought I accidentally paused it again. I didn't, though. Which is good. There we go. Overhangs, overhang, overhang. And a little itty bitty bridge. We are missing. Okay. Just with where I put the entrance to that ladder. So now that should work though. Yep. Excellent. So with that, we can figure out how high we need to go, which is right here. Build those three. Which I don't know why. There we go. And then we actually need to build this up. This is essentially our wall here. Yeah, it's right above that layer. We're going to need to go that way too. I don't think we have the scaffolding to build this wall quite yet, actually. So that will be something we'll need. We actually don't need that last one. Let's pull that back some layers to be able to see here. We can pull back some more. Could have pulled back even more, really. Right about there. So this should be buildable right there. But we are going to need to get rid of this little path. I guess with that zip line there, it's not really mandatory to have this ladder. I don't even think any beavers are using that ladder anymore. I'm just going to observe for a little bit and see if that path is ever used. I really don't think it is. Yeah, I think we should be okay deleting that. So we did go too far, if you remember. So this is actually the end of our little power generation sector here. Which means this is the end here. Okay, now we just need to figure out scaffolding. It's actually going to cut through that a little bit. It looks like it, but it didn't actually create an issue. So we'll take the win, to be honest. So for scaffolding, as long as we have it going here, it should work for us. So put ladders there. Let's undo our layers. That's the button. Oof. We'll match that height. Then we just need platforms in front of it. And this is the scaffolding for this like wall edge here. That's what we're working on now. I think I actually need to go one more ladder higher. Nope, I don't. Whoa, no, definitely not there. Just a single. That should be plenty high. Perfect. There we go. Yes. Is this excessive? Absolutely. Is it kind of fun? Absolutely. Are we going to have lots of power? I hope this qualifies as lots. I feel like we have officially entered like mega structure territory on this playthrough, which is kind of exciting. Let's peel back those layers. There we go. I feel like we got to be getting close to what? No, I was gonna say I feel like we're getting close to what dirt can, how high dirt can build. Nope, we're not. That's as high as dirt can build now. Whoa, we did make a mistake though. We need to do that. And I'm glad I caught this before we encased this, because these aren't actually connected to the power spine right now. We're going to set those three things on highest priority. Because after we build this above it, they can't, well, they wouldn't be able to build this one. But they can't build that one anyway until this is built. So move that to highest priority. We out of planks? No, what are we running out of to build? Logs. Those things still need logs. We're out of logs. We got more coming in here, but we're out of logs. Wow, I eyeballed that and got it exactly right. Kind of proud of myself for that. Yeah, until we get some of this more sorted and get this multi-layered, we're going to need those additional trees there. So really, next episode, we should work on getting this to the next height. Getting more trees going here. But we are over an hour. I'm just going to wait till the end of this drought. It's coming up quick. And then we can go ahead and start, or not start, end the episode. Lots of constructions locking, lots of materials. But it's all there. And really, if we just delete these dams, it's only costing us 0.65 of a tile of height. With that in mind, if we start putting... These levees will be the last thing that's built out of all of this. So everything else is going to be built before these. just by order of operations that we laid it down. And that will be a proper reservoir. Yeah, it's only like double the height that it is now. Roughly. It's too far from the district center. But only until we build that. And they're working on it. Sweet. Any materials? Okay, the main materials we're having issues with are chestnuts, maple syrup. So that just means when we expand our tree farm area, we're going to put in some another layer. Maybe once this gets going, maybe this whole thing will be chestnuts and maple trees. That's a possibility. Contrasting this with our Iron Teeth playthrough is the need for trees. Iron Teeth, we've had way more trees than we need for a while. And Folktails, we are hungry for more trees right now. Like, in a bad way. I think I built enough, planted enough trees here. We're actually going to want to have another lumberjack flood. I didn't even realize with our workforce, we actually have unemployed beavers. Quite a lot. So, that's good, because we're going to want that extra workforce for when we start building our industrial district over here. We're going to move all of this over, basically. And then some, most likely. Yeah. That'll happen. So it's okay that we have some unemployed beavers. They're freeloaders, but we have plenty of food. We have plenty of water. We can afford to have some lazy members of society. They just need to fight and figure out who gets to be lazy. Drought is almost over, guys, and so is the episode. I just want to see how far they get during this drought. Just one more day. Potatoes have started to bounce back a little bit. I think we could even need a little bit more, because once these last two triple lodges that I built came online, I think we're still losing a little bit of potatoes now. There's not even a reason to have this path here anymore. I think that was from when we were clearing the dynamite up there. So we can make more potatoes. Perfect. Are they having any trouble harvesting everything? Not really. Maybe just a smidge. Anyway, it's looking pretty good up there. Should be fine. We don't even need this path here anymore, actually. All right. Countdown. I really wanted to see if they could complete this section and get this power connected before we ended the episode, but it looks like it's not going to happen. I said I'd end it at the end of this drought. It's over an hour. Oh, this is what I really wanted to see, though. I wanted to make sure we got this taken care of so I didn't forget about it for the next episode. Let's just give it another couple minutes, guys. Bear with me. I want this project out of the way so there's no possibility of me forgetting next time. Well, you know what? I don't know why I'm having all these unemployed beavers when we could just build like another hauling post. And then we don't have unemployed beavers. We just have haulers. It's too far from a district center. What did we forget? Do we not have paths up here? No, we have paths. Oh no. Okay. We just need to blow up this one, I think. I hope. Yeah, because they're able to build this dirt block and that. They just need to get to that. So this is above it. It's gone. Now they can build that. Okay. So that's going to be high priority, so it should be fine. Why can't I build a... Oh, because it needs this one connected before there's enough support. But that is high priority. It will get built. I'm not going to make you guys wait another day. If you watch to the end of this, too long of a video, to be perfectly honest, I greatly appreciate you. Every little bit that tells the algorithm that people are liking these videos is going to help me out. I still consider myself a new content creator. It's been only about a month. I thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time.